seeing that the Nigerian community here is totally very angry. Thank you very much for our journalist was the United Delta of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He went to several schools, including your academic services was at Government College in Delhi. And
go gather, destroy their food. With the camp. That other camp, no compensate everybody. So
generation sometimes. Today our focus can be on the style of the flag, a poet and writer, and we shall also be very interested in his point at more dancing. The song that needs to be uploaded lines are meaningful. With too much meaning and riches to offer humankind. Long after some of these earthly adventures and more, one can still find footprints of the headlights on the pavements of our contemporary life. Good evening, you're welcome to the program Green Planet.
And to the African Center for Community and Development.
Good day, Mr. Arrey. It's a pleasure.
What is happening here today, Chief?
It is a success story of the Bamendakwe people achieving something of theirs in Victoria. I call it Victoria because then, when the meeting started, it was Victoria. About 40 years ago, our parents came together in the midst of other Ngemba villages, the Mankon, the Nkwen, Bafut, and the rest. They came together to unite themselves and have a common idea of putting things together in respect to Ngemba and exhibit their culture. After so many years, after about 15 years, the other villages, they spare out from the Bamendakwe community. They had their own autonomy. They went and created their own centers. But today, we can rightly say the good Lord has made it possible for us to achieve this magnificent building in respect to our cultural meetings. So today we are inaugurating this center, this hall, and in patronage of the fund of Bamendakwe for Fongwa III. So we are very delighted to be here today and having you people as our invitees.
Now, what are some of the attractions that we expect today in this ceremony?
In a solemn ceremony of this magnitude, we expect invitees from officials from the government delegates, Senate, Senator, the mayors, and other executives of this environment. Our traditional rulers based here in Victoria. And also, based on the fact that our fund of Bamendakwe will be present, that shows that the palace is well represented. And all the rest of the Bamendakwe Cultural Association in Cameroon, all branches are duly represented here today. So on the high table, you have our president of the branch, the national president, and a host of honorary invitees for this day. By virtue of their presence, we know the hall will be jam-packed with a lot of cultural activities. The Bangalong will be displayed here, and also traditional dances with the women singing the national anthem in the vernacular and other things being exhibited. Our culture, based on our traditional outfits, our food, the food we have exported to the diaspora and other villages, Ayachu, the Fukon, the Kati, all were highly represented here.
Good day. Thank you very much for talking to people, places, and events, and to the African Center for Community and Development. What is your name, sir?
My name is Babila Ernest.
And you are here to commemorate the newly constructed hall for the Bamendakwe people in Limbe, Victoria. What is your impression about this place?
Well, I think it's a nice place, and I congratulate the Bamendakwe people who are living in Limbe for the hard work that they have been doing, and I hope that God will give them more energy to do more better things than this.
Now, in terms of the culture of the Bamendakwe people, what do you think is driving them to achieve such wonderful projects?
It's the togetherness that they have.
Okay. Now, you are also an elite from this area, and you are carrying out a wonderful project in Victoria, the Victoria Wang project. What is it all about?
Yeah, it's a real estate, being a three-man adventure, two Cameroonians and a Chinese. And the two Cameroonians, one is from Banso and one is from Bamendakwe, as me present here. So the Bamendakwe people has given me a lot of helping hands in this project. So I'm very happy about it. And the real estate project is we build the houses to sell. Yeah, and we have about 200 houses to build there, which is going to give a bigger feast, not only for Limbe but for Cameroon in general.
Now, averagely, the houses are going to cost how much?
Well, you know, it's not always good to talk money like this, but it's average Cameroonians and the diaspora who are going to buy. So
average Cameroonians and the diaspora.
Yeah.
And you think the project is going to last how long?
We are thinking 3 years.
3 years project.
Yeah. Wow. We have already started with the sample model, so by this month ending, the sample model will be over.
Okay. Now, what advice do you have for people who probably are finding it difficult to carry out investments in Cameroon? Do you think Cameroon has got a lucrative environment for investments like yours?
Yeah, I think so. You know, sometimes we do think that things are difficult. It's just to start it. When you start everything, you will make it. And when you start it, you concentrate on it. And there is something too, like, for example, the advice I can give my brothers and sisters here in Cameroon is like, you know, they always go out, maybe places like China, and buy goods, come here and sell them. That's not enough. The money that you take it out there to buy the goods is the same money that you can import that machine and produce it here. And while producing here, you employ people and you make more money because you will not pay transportation, customs, things like that again. So I think that's the only advice I can give my brothers and sisters, that they should open more factories.
Now, in terms of climate change and so on, what have you done in terms of trying to make sure that these buildings you're trying to construct are eco-friendly, that they have trees and greenery, in order that we do not have a very negative effect?
Yeah. So the company name is called Victorian Wang. The project name is called Spring Garden Homes. So when you hear the name Spring Gardens, so we intend to make it like a garden, people living in a garden. We plant trees, grass, not only just a vast and empty land with houses, no, make it natural with trees. Thank you very much for talking to people, places and events, and for contributing towards sustainable development in Cameroon and Africa. And I wish you good luck in all your endeavors in Cameroon.
Totally very angry. Thank you very much for our journalist was the Chief Ndifor Delta of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He went to several schools to make your academic education government collect the jelly and
go gather, destroy their food. When they come and that other camp, Chungong camp, you don't compensate everybody. But some of them
in each generation sometimes. Today our focus will be in the style of J.C. Clark, a poet and writer, and we shall also be very interested in his point as more dancer.
The song that needs to be uploaded. Some lines are meaningful. Some are empty. With too much meaning and riches to offer humankind. Long after some of these earthly adventures and no more, one can still find footprints of these dead lives on the pavements of our contemporary life.
Good evening, you're welcome to the program Green Planet.